Well, hello again. Welcome back to Life You Imagined. My name is Nico, and today we're looking at Love 2.0. So what is Love 2.0? I heard about this book from some other people online who are reviewing stuff, and I said, oh, that sounds interesting. I might have to check that out. I'll tell you, what was I looking for ahead of time? I was looking for a book that really got into sort of the biology and the physical sensations and the physiology of love, and kind of how it affects the body and how it affects the mind, and the sort of biochemical side, like the very scientific side of what's going on with love, the chemistry of love. That's very fascinating to me. I'm like, oh, that would be really cool. So I thought this book, because it's by an actual, I think she's supposed to be a research psychologist, Barbara L. Fredrickson. But damn, does this book not read like someone who's supposed to be a research psychologist? Then you say, hey, Nico, what does it read like? Well, thanks for prompting me with the joke question. Let's explore together the magic of Love 2.0. As I said, what I set out to get was a book that was built on scientific foundations and built on real-world examples of how being in love, or the feeling of love, affects our psychology, affects our physiology, affects our biology. And what I got, I almost don't know how to describe what the fuck this book is, beyond it's not good. Whoops, gave it away. Now you're gonna click away and click on some other fucking Let's Play video. This is one of the weirdest writing styles I've ever come across. I mean, I've come across authors that are just not very good writers. I've come across people that have a lot of information, but maybe they're just kind of bland and dull and academic in how they teach. And I've come across people that have a good sense of humor, that are fun to read, and then you get this. And what I said in the written review, again, there's a link in the description if you want even more specifics about why this book is so fucking weird and why I don't like it. I recommend you check that out. Anyway, as I say in there, it reminds me, or makes me think of, I guess it doesn't remind me because I don't have an example, so I can't fucking remind me of anything. It makes me think of you having some really new agey, flowery, hippie type person who uses a lot of, again, flowery, new agey language about the world and love and positivity and happiness and all these weird sort of trying to be poetic phrases that just sound lame and silly and always tend to rub me the wrong way when I read them. But then you combine that with someone who also delivers them in a dull, flat, almost personality-less way. I don't know how you combine those two things. How do you fucking, apparently, if you want an example of how to combine those two things, here it is. So it's not only not an engaging read and kind of dull sometimes, but it's also, it's just dripping with touchy-feely, hippie language all over the place, which again, if you know me, and I know you don't, but I hate that stuff. I cannot stand that shit. I can't stand all the spirituality and stuff that creeps into self-help people and life coaches and business advice and entrepreneurship. It's just dripping with nonsense. That's why I want to look for a practical, a scientifically based book on how love affects us. That sounds fascinating. Okay, I wrote this down. I gotta show you this. Let me read you some. This was in the context of this next line is about how a meditation practice, Which I don't have a problem with mindfulness and meditation when you strip them down to the kind of basic function of what they're supposed to do. But people tend to make them very spiritual and sometimes silly. So in a context of a meditation practice to improve your self-love, improve how you feel about yourself, she gives you this wonderfully worded advice here. Draw sustenance from the positive regard in which these cherished others hold you. Relax yourself into its warmth, feeling the safety and security it offers you. Now visualize the unfurling of good wishes emanating from each person's heart to yours. Oh. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? This is a research psychologist? Visualize the unfurling of good wishes emanating from each person's heart to yours. Practical advice, especially in the business world. Oh, Dave, did you visualize the unfurling of the emanating of good wishes from each person's heart to yours? Well, of course. Of course I did, Johnson. That's why I'm on top of the game and making all the money. Like, seriously, what the fuck is this? And, you know, that's not it. You know, there's more to it. There's a lot of times where I would be reading what she's talking about, and I'd have to stop and reread the sentence like 3 fucking times, and I'd be like, what? What are you even saying here? That's not even necessarily a new agey sentence. It was just so clunky. It was so convoluted and confusing with maybe just the grammar, but I had to keep rereading. I'm like, what do you even mean by this sentence? I don't even know what you're trying to say. She also tends to jump from topic to topic a lot. At least I felt she did. Like, she would start with a subject, try to talk about one aspect of how love feels, and then a paragraph later it's like, apparently that's done, so let's throw that out, and now we're on to this other topic. And it's like, it might be loosely related, but it felt like there was no flow, there was no connection. It's just like, as I say in the written review, it felt like this book was almost dictated stream of consciousness sometimes, where there was just moments where it's like, I'm talking about this, and now I'm talking about this, because now I want to be here, and now I want to think about this thing, and now back to this thing. And none of them are ever explained very well. It's a lot of metaphor. It's all a lot of this kind of, as I said, hippie-ish language and silly shit. And as I said, this is the kind of shit that gets under my goddamn skin. It bothers me so much, I can't even tell you. And I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying not to just disregard everything in a book because I don't like a person's writing style or because they mention something religious or spiritual, although it's kind of hard for me, to be honest, because I've spent so much time studying that stuff and studying critical thinking and studying philosophy and who cares? You don't give a shit what I've fucking done. You don't care about me, you care about you, as you should. Be selfish. And it's just like, it's hard to take this person seriously because she's not able to teach any of this information. She's not able to offer it in a concrete way, at least for me, that's useful. And I don't understand how anyone else is taking anything from this book. I feel like it's not saying anything. She's talking about, like, you look at the description on the back. There you go, look at it. She talks about Fredrickson redefines love, not as a stable behemoth. First of all, who fucking thought love was a stable behemoth? But also as micro moments of connection between I'm adding numbers, between people, even strangers, and demonstrates our capacity for experiencing love, or demonstrates that our capacity. Boy, I'm just fucking all this up, aren't I? I am also terrible, just like Barbara L. Fredrickson. 2 peas in a pod, I tell you. That demonstrates that our capacity for experiencing love can be measured and strengthened in ways that improve our health and our longevity. No, not really. A lot of this is mindfulness meditation, seems to be a lot of her solutions to things. As I've seen in several other books I've been reading lately, it seems to be all this loving kindness, apparently one word, which has never worked with me so far. It apparently works for some people, because there's people that get paid to just do loving kindness meditation all the time. And great, honestly, I'm giving you shit, but honestly, great. If it works for you, great. This absolutely did not fucking work for me. So yeah, confusing writing style, bad explanations, bunch of hippie fucking shit all over the place, no scientific really basis in anything. At least was communicated. It's possible that some of the things she's saying did have a scientific basis, and I just, because of the writing style, I was so distracted and confused by it that I wasn't able to glean any of that. So it is still a possibility that there was something there, but at least in terms of what I wanted, a book that talked about our physiology and biology and psychology and how all those things were affected by the feelings and the interactions of love, I did not find in the slightest. In fact, I came away being so thankful this confusing clusterfuck of a book was over. I don't have a finish to that. That's the end. I'm just confused. I was just glad it was over. I'll tell you that. So yeah, a lot more negatives in this one, I think, than positives. And sorry, I put the laptop down. That's okay. That happens. That's what happens. It's like going to the movies. You know, not every movie you see is going to be great. You'll walk out and some of them will be fucking disappointing. Whatever. I mean, but that's the point. That's why I keep reading stuff. That's why I keep doing stuff, is because sometimes these are really helpful. Sometimes these are things you can apply. Sometimes these are things that are beneficial and eye-opening and helpful in life. And other times it's just a confusing fucking hippie mess of shit. You know, so, and whatever. Then you get to rant and rave and be sarcastic guy on the internet like everyone else. And we all like that, right? Who doesn't like constantly tearing other people down? Other people are dumb, right, guys? Let's make fun of them. She meant well. I know she did. She tried. I think she would have benefited greatly from having a co-writer, someone who actually was a good writer to help her maybe focus the ideas and teach them a little better. Maybe that would have helped. Maybe then I would have gone, okay, well, there's some new agey shit in there, but there's some good information though that's actually useful, and I didn't. Nope. So, yeah, that's that. That's Love 2.0. So if you want to check out some more quotes that I pulled from the book, there's a couple of good ones that I probably should have just put in the video, but whatever. And this is more organic and spontaneous because it's easier for me to do that way. If you want to check those out, there is a link in the description to the written review, which also has links to the book. If for some reason you read that and go, well, I still want to buy that, then please do. Then I get it's an affiliate link, so I get a small, tiny percentage of that. Or click the link and buy something you actually want to buy, and I still get a percentage, and you help support the channel if you like the website and you like, you know, any of this shit. It helps me, and hopefully it helps me help you. I know I'm being sarcastic, but it's true. I actually do want to actually help you. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, go check it out. Go see my really surprising rating on the book. You'll be shocked. So yeah, do I recommend this to anyone? Take a guess. Nope. No, I can't even think of a situation where there's like a specific type of person. Like, oh, if you're this kind of person, you'll really benefit from like. Nope. Love 2.0. Don't buy it. Thanks for watching. This is Life You Imagined. My name is Nico, and I will see you next time.
Hey, you want to be a better person? You want to live a better life? Sweet! Make sure you hit subscribe on Life You Imagined YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that fucking notification bell so you're always up to date with all the newest offerings from Life You Imagined. Don't forget to go ahead and hit like on the video and share with all your friends. Leave a comment with all your fucking useless information, because I'm never going to read it. Oh, and make sure you go over to lifeyouimagine.com and check out everything I have over there. Look at me, buy my stuff, do everything I want you to do, sales, marketing, promo, buy my stuff, buy it, look at me, pay attention to me and everything I do. I'm insecure.